Welcome to December, everybody.
Yes, I'd like to tell the listeners and or viewers that for about 84 minutes before we started recording the podcast, Andrew was singing his hit Christmas song. Was it called it Merry Simpmas?
It's beginning to look a lot like
sorry.
Simpson.
It's beginning to
Whoa, don't
look
say it. I feel like somebody's got stake in that. They're going to come after us.
a lot
Whoa!
like... Oh, you can break it up so we don't get copyright strikes with sounds.
Well, sorry. No. Listen, the world premiere of this has to be better than that.
Okay, sorry. Go on, hit it, Andrew.
Simpmas.
Oh.
Everywhere you go.
Women all over the world just fainting.
I don't even really know what the
Simping.
news, just the, yeah.
Everyone fell in love with the same person at once. His name is Andrew Sawicki, and the song is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Simpmas.
Kelsey, we're down here on the ground where a line of women. This is
Ma'am, what's your name? My name is Alexandra Ambrosio.
Alessandra Ambrosio, Victoria's Secret model. I'm pretty sure she's married.
And ma'am, may I ask what you're doing here? Well, when I heard it's beginning to look a lot like Simpmas.
I don't even know.
I locked eyes with my husband, and he just instantly knew that it was over for us, and that I needed to be with this Andrew Sawicki.
I don't even know.
And enjoy a meditation session that you queued up beautifully. You were talking about Christmas.
Okay. Well, are we doing Christmas music in the background?
Andrew, we can't say
gotta
Christmas.
we gotta go ambient environmental. I feel like that is what works the best.
Well, I was going to do it like a holiday house setting. I think it's you walk down the stairs.
Here we go.
You see the holiday tree glistening in the corner of the room. The presents underneath the tree topple over gently. You hear a clatter down the chimney. Santa Claus is there. He says, "For the love of God, help, I broke my arm. Help, call someone."
Well, this is your fault.
I know, I'm
That is
sorry.
bad. That bone spider is probably worth what, like $12?
Yeah.
We wouldn't sell him for $12.
He's priceless to us.
Literally, someone comes in here.
Yeah.
They offer us $1 million for him.
Yeah. And we go, we would never, as we hand him off. As we go,
Venmo or like
Yeah,
how's
like,
like
what's up,
wire, like how's it
like
work?
just like do like a direct deposit
personal-
or like
personal
personal
check
cashier's
or-
check. You want to like grab a cashier's check from like CVS because like we can sell it.
As the spider's like, thank goodness, I
Thank
finally
God.
get to leave. Listen,
Nice.
I've been resisting the temptation to get off track and almost wanting to tell you, please tie your shoe, because I don't know what part of my brain is screaming at me right now to do that, but I can't.
I won't tie my shoe. You be a simp and you tie my shoe.
No, God,
Yes,
not
100%.
after that. You be a simp and tie my shoe.
I'll
No.
untie it more. I'll take the laces off.
You're hurting us both.
All right,
There you go.
okay, Andrew, keep him company.
Tying my shoes. Tying
Sorry.
my shoes.
Garrett's tying shoes.
It's Christmas holidays in December. I'm tying my shoes. I'm tying them tight, just as tight as Mama wraps me in a blanket on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, so your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting.
Cowboy Soup Night. Sorry, Andrew, but Cowboy Soup Night. I figure once a month I'll have an event called Cowboy Soup Night.
Yeah.
Where I'll put on ambient visuals everywhere, like on projectors and stuff.
Yeah.
With like old cowboy movies playing. And I'll have a fire pit, and over the fire pit will be like a big kettle pot with like soups. There's gonna be like a vegetarian option and stuff
Sure,
for people.
yeah.
And
Very
then
nice.
people can come. There's gonna be bowls made out, but
Yeah.
like, dude, not like a silly theme. I'm not talking like Party City hats, and we go, oh, here's the Instagram thing. Take a picture for Cowboy. No.
Yeah.
This is like an intimate, not only is it called Cowboy Soup Night, but it facilitates the actual energy of like the Old West
Yeah.
and like good kind of analog vibes. Like, I'm not going to say don't take pictures here, but It won't be
Well,
encouraged.
and I'm going to try to do this like a professional podcaster, podcast mode kind
Yeah.
of. But I will say, we were just talking about the social dilemma.
Yes.
Linking it all together, your desire to have the Cowboy Soup Night, I think, is very healthy because just like we went to your friend Caitlin's cabin to work on the podcast and get away from LA and take a deep breath, look at the stars, breathe in some fresh, nice, quiet air. I think that type of stuff, glorifying the simple things like having people over and eating soup by a fire is super important and positive, especially in the digital age where everybody's staring at their screens and on the hamster wheel and the rat race of working and doing this and that and trying to keep up with everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's relax here and do something really nice and hang out with some people.
Yes.
Get down to basics here.
And
Being a human being, relaxing by a fire, and eating some soup. By the way, apologies if my headphones or anything's making noise or like
you
rattling.
sound wonderful. You look wonderful. You're doing
No, I just
great.
like keep on hearing this rattling noise, and I'm like, where is this coming from? It sounds like there's some sort of like mouse.
Cut to me like eating like a bunch of like chocolate bars in my pocket. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Where's that coming from?
I feel
It's
like
so
I
weird.
feel like there's like a mouse in my right ear headphone
Andrew,
cup, like
if
rattling
there was
around.
a mouse in your right earphone head cup, he would be my best pal. I would know about him.
I know. Well, you probably would hear him a little bit. Anyway, I'm sorry.
He's like in your ear, making you super self-conscious. Just so you know, this is really boring. Everyone's like clicking away. Like, I know your analytics.
As we're editing it, like I hear this faint thing. Are you really gonna keep this in? Oh,
The algorithm really isn't going to favor you because just so you know, it's been a little bit harder on Instagram lately and like also for YouTube. And I do know that because I do some daily reading on it. And like, I don't think that you should have the section between 2 minutes and 37 seconds. This weird rat. And he like, oh, like,
we hire him as a producer.
oh my God. Oh yeah, we pay him like a lot of money. He is always eating Parmesan cheese and Swiss. Again, this is for anyone listening because this affects everyone, not internet people, not anything, but a trap that anyone can fall into is thinking that their only job, their only thing is to facilitate vibes in order to keep on going, keep on making, keep on doing. And it's like, we all have reservoirs. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get water from a well that's empty if you don't give the well time to fill up. You know what I mean? From like the natural water underground from the earth, you're not going to get any water. And so you're just going to keep on bringing up that dry bucket. It's like, feed your spirit, watch anime, play video games, watch movies, fall in love, hang out with people, submit to like sitting by a fire with your best friend and talking about life and cry and getting weird and feel self-conscious. Do all that other stuff that gives you a place to create from. One of the most beautiful concerts I've ever been to in my life. One of the most positive, amazing things I've ever witnessed in my life. And I'm not just talking about the music was great. It was great. But it was a man named Jamie Lydell, who's a musician from the UK, an electronic musician. And I went and saw him in this little college town. And what he didn't know, because he's from the UK, is that school was not in session. And I assumed that there was a bit of a mistake in the booking because he booked a venue in the middle of a college town in Arizona. I apologize, can't remember what it was called. But it was empty, completely empty. Ghost town. School was out of session. Everyone was gone. I think there were probably 12 people at that concert. And the venue held easily probably, 200-300 or something. Probably
Yeah.
12 people.
Sure.
He came out and he saw that, the 12 of us sitting there, and he gave a concert that was one of the most electric, alive, vivid things I've ever seen in my entire life. Screaming, amazing vocals, sweating, dancing, shouting, his whole band just delivering at 110% everything. And there was such, I will never, ever, ever forget that. I actually sent him a DM expressing this gratitude. He hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, sure.
My point is, though, is it was incredible because he saw a small thing and went quality over quantity. He didn't go, man, I wish there were more people here. Oh, this doesn't fit my expectation. Oh, this isn't what I want. He lived in the moment.
Yeah.
He saw what he had to work with, and he gave it his all. It's like if you're gonna throw a birthday party and you invited like 25 people and 4 show up, you better make the most magical night of those 4 people.
Sure.
You better have a good time. Love them. Don't think about what they're not. Think about what they are. In every respect, it's so nice to do that with everything.
Good energy breeds good energy. That's just the way that it is. And
Dude,
it goes the
yeah.
opposite way, which is why it is important to just kind of reel it in and try to be as good of a person as you can be. And I think you do an excellent job at that.
Oh, thanks, man. That comes from my mom. My mom is always such a trooper, a tank, just absolutely like her superpower is just like no matter what happens, everything could have been in shambles, everything broken, no food, no water. Not that this ever happened, but I'm just an analogy here is that like, and she would just be like, you know what? She would make everything fun. She would make everything beautiful. She'd turn on music.
She's a flight attendant, right?
She's a flight attendant.
That makes
and
so much sense.
Yeah, she's so good with people. She's so wonderful, and she's just pure magic no matter what's happening.
When I was in 4th grade,
Yeah.
our teacher had this weird thing where it was like, enough homework assignments not turned in or like being bad in class. You had to sit in this weird little corner cubicle thing and stare at a picture of a sad dog.
Are you serious?
Now that I think about that,
That's like
pretty rough, man. Pretty weird.
That was an actual serial killer that was teaching you. That was a person who was, out of control and psychologically very damaging. Are you okay?
Because while class was going,
Yeah.
like you were sitting in the corner, like you could still hear what was going on, I guess, but you were like faced the other way, like looking at the dog. The idea of the teacher like teaching the whole time, and you just hear faintly in the background the kid who's looking at the dog. This is weird.
Oh my!
What is this?
This is weird. We're children.
Yeah.
If you currently are in school, a lot of forgiveness should be given to your teachers too.
Teachers are amazing.
Teachers are the best.
They're the best.
Respect your teachers and respect their time.
Now listen to Garrett shade his teacher.
Listen to me talk so much shit about Miss Thomas.
We're hypocritical sometimes, but we're the ones who are doing the hypocrisy, so it's fine.
We should call our podcast Very Sour Boys.
Sour Boys.
Sour Boys? Shade Boys. Anyways, let me spill the tea on Mrs. Thomas. Wait. Can you imagine?
Don't worry, everybody.
Yeah.
Lord DIY is apparently sending us tie-dye kits. So
Yes. That's all that matters. And,
yes.
she on Instagram, she made a story and she was listening to our podcast. Apparently, she's going to send us tie-dye kits.
She did say, though, that she did not have a hoodie that would fit the spider, which is kind of...
That's
pretty crazy. I mean, all he wears is an XXXXXS, and you need to have 8 arms. I just don't understand.
Is that like so much to ask, Lauren?
Even the bones part. Actually, that'd be like really weird that you would have that. Like, wouldn't be in her interest to produce like one of those.
He just thought, he just goes like, but I would buy it, so maybe consider it. Lauren, please. Lauren, please. Just make like one of these, please. Andrew, one thing that before we go is that I saw someone in the comments ask why you wear 2 rubber bands on your wrists, and I thought it was interesting. I've never asked you that.
There is, I don't know what this means. I don't know if there's like a pressure point in the wrist or what's going on, but whenever I put on rubber bands, I feel a little bit more connected with my body.
That is
like I feel like there's just something that makes me feel a little bit more, I don't know, kinesthetically put together. And I know that none of this makes sense.
Yeah,
but
Andrew, I feel like this is something that I want to like speak on behalf of the listener or viewer right now and go, yes, it does. Like little things like that. I mean, I talked about carrying a literal wand in my last podcast to keep my imagination alive. I love the way a jacket feels. It makes me feel more secure. I love the pockets.
I love a hoodie. I'm not sure what they're called.
Yeah.
The elastic things. When those fit really, really well.
You like that?
I feel so much better. I feel calmer. And there must be some link with like anxiety or something to like wearing something on your wrist. But there's something, man. There's something with the wrists.
When it comes to stuff like that, things are truly as real as we make them. We wish you a Merry
No, don't. Stop. Oh my God.
We wish you a Merry Simpson.
Oh, we're actually cutting this. Not even for the video.
Happy Simp Year. Are you really? Do you think
You can't use melodies like that.
Episode 3, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, listening. See you next time. And happy December.
And until next time, be sweet.
And see you next week.
Got it.